Hello, and welcome to the second instalment of True's Reviews. Unlike last time's morbid review, this one is quite the opposite. Today, I will be discussing All Time Low and their album, So Wrong It's Right. Just like last time, I'll give a quick introduction of the band before I start on the album. All Time Low are a pop-punk band from Baltimore who formed way back in 2003. The lineup has been the same since the start, with the lead singer and guitarist being Alex Gaskarth, the other guitarist is Jack Barakat, bassist is Zach Merrick, and the drummer is Ryan Dawson. The quartet currently have 7 EPs and albums out altogether, which in order are Put Up or Shut Up, So Wrong It's Right, Nothing Personal, Dirty Work, Don't Panic, Future Hearts, and lastly, their 2017 release, Last Young Renegades. All Time Low are a huge international band with interviews in most pop, punk and rock magazines. The band are quite well known for the bond between the members as they have been a group for so long. Critics have said they are like one of the most basic pop-punk bands, but who really likes change from the basics anyways? All Time Low started with them all being 18-year-old boys, so their earlier albums are very much a party scene with some really catchy tunes. As they have gotten older, their music, so to say, has gotten older with them. From 2015's Future Hearts, we see the band writing songs that fans can relate to and not just party to. All Time Low's latest album, Last Young Renegade, took a plunge into singer Alex Gaskarth's head as well as the other members, and they created an album which had a lot more meaning than parties and having fun. Feel free to check their album out at any time, but for now, let's get into So Wrong It's Right. All Time Low's second studio album, So Wrong It's Right, in my opinion, is definitely one that you play during the summer when having a party, jamming out in the car, or out somewhere for the day. It is a spectacular pop-punk album that anyone can enjoy. All Time Low took a lot of inspiration from Blink-182 and New Found Glory when writing this album, so as I said earlier, they really are a classic pure pop-punk band. The music is very upbeat and easy to dance along to, and the songs, while being full of innuendos, are stupidly catchy, and they have choruses that will just stick in your head for days. If you don't believe me, then take a listen to the chorus of The Beach.
Take the kids from the summer, but they'll never take the summer from me. It was the very first time that I lost my mind for a week. They can't make me forget the weather. If I never wash the sand from my feet, it was the very last time that we said goodbye to the beach. We're showing off our teeth.
Now that song is stuck in your head, I'll carry on with the rest of the album. Unlike The Amity Affliction, the name of the album wasn't after one of the song titles, it was in fact made up by their producer's wife. When creating the album, All Time Low weren't able to come up with a name for it that sounded good, and according to singer Alex Gaskarth in an interview, he said that their producer's wife told the band that she was shocked at how much their fans like the stuff they do because it is so absurd and rude. She then went on to tell the band that their content is just so wrong, but it works, which is how they found their name. Little interesting story for you there. If you don't believe me, I have the interview clip right now. Have a listen.
The way it went was that she basically was like, yeah, everything you guys do seems a little bit weird and a little bit wrong, but everybody seems to like it and I don't get it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how So Wrong It's Right was born. Thank you.
Now, this album hasn't been the most successful out of all the 7 All Time Low have. However, one of the songs on the album is hugely famous and it brought a lot of attention to the band after its video release. This song was the band's first to make it onto the American music chart Billboard, reaching number 86. It also had a video that was played very frequently on MTV. In 2011, the song was certified gold for reaching 500,000 sales, and then in 2015, it was certified platinum for reaching 1 million sales. The video is something that is also quite spectacular, as it involves the quartet as themselves and as their alter egos in a strip club, watching a woman, and for some reason at the end there is a monkey. From attending concerts myself and seeing videos online, this song gets one of the biggest responses from a crowd during a concert, and any fan of this song knows exactly what it is from the distinct ahem at the very beginning. I'll play it for you right now. It's Dear Maria, Count Me In.
I got your picture, I'm coming with you, dear Maria, count me in. There's a story at the bottom of this bottle and I'm the pen. to the evidence. Fingerprints saw me out, but our footprints washed away from the docks downtown. It's been getting late for days, and I think myself deserving of a little time off. We can kick it here for hours and just mouth off about the world and how we know it's going straight to hell. Pass me another bottle, honey, the Jaeger's so sweet, but if it keeps you around, then I'm down. Meet me on State Street, I'll take you out the one, hardly worth your time. In the cold, you look so fierce, but I'm warming up because the tension's like a fire. We'll hit South Broadway in a matter of minutes, and like a bad movie on trouble, I'm falling the grave. I've been digging myself, but there's room for two. 6 feet under the stars. I should've known better than to call you out on a night like this, If not for you, I know I'd tear this place to the ground. But I'm alright like this, alright. I'm gonna roll the dice before you sober up and get going. I'm always down for my head. State Street, I'll take you out the one, hardly worth your time. In the cold, you look so fierce, but I'm warming up because the tension's like a fire. We'll hit South Broadway in a matter of minutes, and like a bad movie on trouble, I'm falling the grave. I've been digging myself, but there's room for two. 6 feet under the stars. Time to lay claim to the evidence. Fingerprints saw me out, but our footprints washed away. I'm guilty, but I'm safe for one more day. Overtrusting underage. Do you really need to see an ID? This is embarrassing as hell, but I can go for it so well. When we're 6 feet under the stars. Street, I'll take you out the one, hardly worth your time. Cold, you look so fierce, but I'm warming up because the tension's like a fire. We'll head South Broadway in a matter of minutes, and like a bad movie on trouble, I'm falling the grave. I've been digging myself, but there's room for two. 6 feet under the stars. 6 feet under the stars. 6 feet under the stars.
And that was All Time Low with Dear Maria Count Me In, and that second song I slipped in there was 6 Feet Under the Stars. As Dear Maria is the main song on the album, although there is no deep sentimental meaning behind the song, there is still some sort of meaning. All Time Low wrote this song after finding out singer Alex had a crush on an older woman who turned out to be a stripper. Rather than thinking it's weird or keeping private, the band named the girl Maria and wrote a song about how Alex likes her and thinks being a stripper is cool. When you watch the video, it makes a lot more sense, and the band members have said in multiple interviews that they used to tease Alex for liking an older woman. Alex and guitarist Jack also said in an interview with Rocksound that the monkey they had was there purely because they could. He wasn't relevant, but it was just there for the fun of it.
I mean, Dear Maria was very much a video where we had a budget and
First time, yeah.
we were like, let's have a monkey. You know, if you don't rent a chimp with that budget, what are you doing? What are we here for? It was genuinely concerning because, you know, he's kind of tearing around this strip club, and like the first thing that they say as he runs off is like, oh my God, close the doors. Because, yeah, I mean, what happens if he like just escapes into the streets, and then you got this poor little baby chimp running around by himself having a hissy fit.
Wearing a diaper.
Wearing a diaper in the streets, you can't have that. So, but we got it under control. He came back of his own accord and finished his scenes.
And then he came back to one of our shows like a couple months later.
And that was Alex and Jack telling Rocksound magazine the story of how they got the monkey on the set of Dear Maria.
And it would be such a terrible injustice to put me away without thinking about all the terrible mistakes that goddamn radio jockey makes, I swear.
Sticking with the album's party theme, let me go into more depth about 6 Feet Under the Stars. This song is about a boy taking out a girl who is older than him, but she doesn't know that he is younger. The whole song is talking about how he is taking her to different places but feels like he is wasting her time. Hence the lyric, "I'll take you out, though I'm hardly worth your time." If you're feeling skeptical about the fact that the boy is underage, let me show you this verse again.
All the trust and underage. Do you really need to see an ID? This is embarrassing as hell, but I can go for it so well. When we're 6 feet under.
All Time Low are clearly stating here that the couple are trying to get into somewhere the boy isn't old enough to get into, and he's being asked for ID. The boy is clearly embarrassed and the girl finds out he's been lying. Despite this, the song continues like they're still going out. All Time Low's tendency to make songs around parties and older women sort of shows their age during this album. It's the exact sort of content you would expect from a band that just graduated high school and who are heavily influenced by bands like Blink-182 and New Found Glory. Although the band aren't obvious with their lyrics, the subtle innuendos are there, and when you hear them, you know exactly what they are.
DJ, you really ought to lock me up because your playlist is killing me. Come on, you're just in time to witness my first breakdown. Cause there's a mile gone for every minute past when I'm wasting space in this town.
So Wrong It's Right is All Time Low's first proper, full-length studio album, and if you've ever listened to an album in full, there is always one song that is slower than the rest. A ballad, if you will. Singer Alex Gaskov was told by their producer that this album needed one. Although the band had never done anything like this before, they managed to produce one of their fans' favourite ballads. They called this song Remembering Sunday. Completely steering away from the album's party scene, All Time Low wrote a sad love song with featuring vocals by singer Juliet Sims. The lyrics of the song are easy to interpret as the band hadn't exactly mastered lyrical metaphors yet. The whole song is about a man who is in love with this woman, but the woman doesn't exactly feel the same way about him. She taunts him into thinking he is going to get some action, but then leaves him. He is desperate to find her and goes door to door, but his neighbours say she's gone. He then becomes really sad and just starts walking home. This is when Juliet Sims' vocals come in. Her vocals represent the woman he's in love with, and she goes on to say, "I've done something so terrible," and that she's at home in the clouds, suggesting she has taken her own life and is in heaven. Now enough of me talking about this beautiful song, how about I play it for you? Here it is, All Time Low with Remembering Sunday.
Up from dreaming and put on his shoes, started making his way past 2 in the morning. He hasn't been sober for days, leaning now into the breeze, remembering Sunday. He falls to his knees, they had breakfast together, but 2 eggs don't last like the feeling of what he needs. Now this place seems familiar to him. She pulled on his hand with a devilish grin. She let him upstairs, left him dying to get in. Forgive me, I'm trying to find my calling, I'm calling at night. I don't mean to be a bother, but have you seen this girl? She's been running through my dreams, and it's driving me crazy, it seems. I'm gonna ask her to marry me. She doesn't believe in love, he's determined to call her bluff. Who could deny these butterflies? They're filling his gut, waking the neighbors. Unfamiliar faces, he pleads, so he tries, but he's only denied. Now he's dying to get inside. Forget sense. Oh, I can see now that all of these clouds are following me in my desperate endeavor to find my whoever she may be. I'm not coming back. I've done something so terrible. I'm terrified to take what you'd expect from me. I'm mixed up all these. I know the rain is just washing you out of my hair and out of my mind. Keeping an eye on the world for so many thousands of feet off the ground. I'm over you now. I'm at home in the clouds, towering over your head. I guess I'll go home now. I guess I'll go home now.
Sadly, that's all I have time for today. Go check out So Wrong It's Right, and if you love the party scene, this end song is for you. Hope to see you next time on Truth Reviews. Here's my personal favourite and final song on the album, is Poppin' Champagne.
You've got me popping champagne, I'm at it again. Caught up in the moment, but not in the right way. I'm falling in between, tearing up at the seams, with strikes aiming and pleasing. Aesthetics don't hurt one bit, so follow me down. Take this all the way, anywhere you want it. Why don't you say so? I think I'm caught in between. The nights and days fly by when I'm lost on the streets, and my eyes say despise you for who I am. Why don't you say so? Why don't you say so? You've got me thinking that lately I've been wishing the television set would show me more than just a picture of the things I've grown to detest. I strip down my dignity. They can take all of me, but they won't ever take what I still believe. So follow me down. Take this all the way, anywhere you want to. Why don't you say so? I think I'm caught in between. The nights and days fly by when I'm lost on the streets, and my eyes say despise you for who I am. Why don't you say so? Why don't you say so? Give up and let go. I'm just a boy with a dream, and you can take one look as I fall in between, with my eyes just as wide as my mouth can be. Why don't you say so? Why don't you say so? I know that there's a place for me somewhere out there. I know that there's a place for me somewhere out there. Why don't you say so? I think I'm caught in between. The nights and days fly by when I'm lost on the streets. My eyes say despise you for who